All right, welcome back to another edition of Survive or Thrive. I'm Dr. Todd Wendell, and today taking you, like we do every day, through some steps and some processes to improve your world. To improve your world from just a life of literally just surviving a day in the chaos and everything that ensues to a world above. A world of thriving. And this is why we're here. I share with you what I go through on a daily basis because it has a direct impact on your overall health. And today, being no different, we're going to talk about the snake in your house. All right, so it's a weird concept, but this comes off of a couple things. I gain some sort of knowledge on a daily basis from someone, somewhere, somehow, whether it's reading, whether it's listening. And it usually triggers the next morning during my meditation, come through and across something. But here, imagine this. You're sitting in the evenings and you're going through just a relaxing evening and you hear the dog yelp, like, "Boop," and you look over and there's a venomous snake in your house. There's a snake that just attacked your dog. And yeah, you name it, just go with the story and the concept. It could be a rattlesnake, just a venomous snake. If you're down in Florida and listening to this, there's probably like 17 different ones you could pick. It's not about the snake as much as it is, what would you do? Most people would go into immediate action. Some people would just run. They'd leave everybody behind and sacrifice their entire family to save themselves. You know who you are. But most people are going to go, look, I got to eliminate this threat. Because it's not good. Not good to have a venomous snake loose in the house because I can't sleep knowing this thing's here. And I know it's going to jeopardize my kids. I know it could jeopardize my wife, my husband, my dogs. My dog's already taken a hit. What am I going to do? And so most people would step up in this scenario, and you agree with me on this, and step up and actually go after the snake. You know, I was thinking for myself, I'm like, I'd go shovel. Like, the shovel's the best thing, not to damage the house. And that, you know, some people would be like, dude, bazooka, let's, like, get this thing out of the way. But I'm thinking like a shovel, I wouldn't break any tile, because if I shot it, it would make a mess, and it could ricochet, and all these types of things. So we go through this scenario in my head. Yes, welcome to my head, but you go through this scenario in my head, and I'm like, what would I do? And this was it. I'm like, hey, if somebody's there and they cannot be in harm's way, get a shovel, grab a shovel. I'm going to keep an eye on the snake. I'm going to guide it. And then when a shovel comes in, I'm taking his head off. That's it. Bottom line. Taking its head off. Neutralizing the threat to my family, to my house, to my peace and quiet, to everything. Now here's the switch. Everybody right now has a snake in their house. You have a venomous snake in your house. You just may have not called it that. There is something that is threatening you today and has been threatening you in the past that you're not dealing with at all. There is a snake in your house that's threatening every single thing that you do. But you're not willing to step up and take out the threat. And in fact, you might be doing the opposite of the example that I was talking about, running out the door trying to hide, thinking that that snake is just going to go away by itself. Just if there's enough time that I can hide from this snake, maybe he'll just go out the door that he came in. And so what you're going to do today is discover where that snake is for you. Let me tell you my story. And this is a compound from a mentor that I listened to yesterday, was talking about like business owners that want to have more, that want to do more and expand in their capacity. And for our office, who we serve and how many people we can serve and bringing the most amount of value to this. And I'm thinking about this, and one of the concepts that he was bringing is that there is so much fire, there's so much fuel in connections with our significant others, that if you do not have that connection, you're going into business depleted. And I knew this. I've heard this before. It's something that I've put in place that I can work on a daily basis. But what I've seen is that there was a snake that was creeping into this category for me that was slipping in and starting to threaten my family. But I let it go. And here's what it was for me. And I'm sharing this because you need to discover where this snake is in your world right now. But for me, it was these, I don't have one next to me. I was trying to pick up, it's a cell phone. It's a game, it's a video console, whatever it is, it's a movie on the television. And this is the snake that was in my house, literally distracting just enough to take my family out of connection with me. And it hasn't been going on long, but our kids work really hard. They do a lot throughout the day. But I'm not there with them throughout the day. And so when I come home and they want to relax and play a game, it may be the first time, and we we have a time capacity on these types of things, but it was happening in my space. It was happening in my time with them. And so immediately today, I killed the snake. I took the shovel and chopped its head off in the aspect that I put parameters. I said, you guys have your time limit to play these little games. Totally deserve it. Once you get your chores done and you're there, you totally get that. Like, you've earned that. You can have that. But I will tell you, it's not going to happen during my time. It's not going to happen during the time that I connect with you. So when I'm home, this is our time. We're going to play games. We're going to go outside, play badminton. We're going to actually play card games. We're going to read a book. We're going to do things together. We're going to learn new things. We're going to explore new concepts and ideas. We're going to work through life and have conversation. But you see, in my world, it was in I call my balance with my family, that snake was infiltrating in. Back to you. That's my story. Where is your snake on a daily basis? Is it in your body where you're actually waking up on a daily basis trying to get things going, trying to find energy in a Starbucks or a 5-hour energy or a Monster or whatever those things are out there that you're trying and seeking energy versus actually killing the snake, which is your body not producing for you? You're overweight, you're lacking energy, you're putting dead stuff into your body and expecting some sort of return. Is it in your purposeless life that you are so connected or disconnected with God, with your spirituality, with your purpose, that you have no direction? And that snake continues to circle around you day in and day out as a distraction that you think that's the problem. And you're super disconnected there. Is it like me, where you're allowing your family to just filter into their rooms, disappear? Be quiet, get out of my way. I want to have an evening. Where I need to relax. Versus finding power in the conversation with a 12-year-old. Literally, a 12-year-old, if you listen, has so much to teach you in life if you'd only listen. Is it in your workplace that's killing you? You have a snake that you know you need to be doing something more for that business. You know you need to be making a shift into a different direction. Maybe getting a different job, pursuing your purpose in life, starting something new. As a business owner, adding more value. But you continue to ignore the snake that's sitting there and ready to bite you. That's it today. It's for you to understand that every single day there's a snake in your house that's threatening you. It could be in your body. It could be in your spiritual connection. It could be with your balance, like it was with me. Either your significant other, your husband, your wife, your kids, a close loved one, something along those, or in your workplace or your bank account. That you are so disconnected, but you continue to let this snake go through your house. And as I mentioned, nobody would allow that snake. You either run away from it or kill it, neutralize it immediately. Where in your world do you need to neutralize that snake right now? So comment on the YouTube, comment on our Facebook, comment on this audio as it appears, and let other people know that you're standing up in this arena and no longer letting the snake come in your house and neutralizing that threat, so you can actually get to a place above where you're thriving and not just surviving a day. In love and light, we'll talk to you tomorrow.